For me, Johnny Maestro's recording of The Worst That Could Happen was a once-in-a-lifetime interpretation of my song. Johnny's breath and tremendous vocals took my words and music and converted them to art. That song became one of my biggest hits. Johnny was a sweet soul, a man whose eyes mirrored his kindness. He will always be missed by me and honored each time that I perform that song, Jim Webb. And his wife Laura wrote, Johnny Maestro was one of the very first stars that I interviewed at WLIW. Johnny was committed to sharing beauty with the world. Along with the Brooklyn Bridge, he made the world hear beauty. His voice, his kindness was such a great loss to all of us. Laura Savini, we will miss you also. Jimmy is in San Diego performing and Laura's there with him, so unfortunately they couldn't make it. The last letter I have to read is from the Jim Faith, who chairs the Long Island Music Hall of Fame, which we were inducted into, I guess, 3 years ago in the inaugural ceremony. On behalf of the Long Island Music Hall of Fame, we wish to extend our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of our brother. Thank you for expressing our love and respect for Johnny and his music at this time, at this most emotional of times. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong paragraph. On behalf of the Long Island Music Hall of Fame, we wish to extend our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of our brother Johnny Maestro. Here are a few of the thoughts and expressions of admiration from fans. He was the kindest, well-thought-of man in music. Gave me goosebumps. Now that's a voice. The angels are enjoying him right now. Johnny was truly one of the good guys. He was a very classy man and shared his gift with so many. He truly made a difference. I think they say it all. A true gentleman, a world-class talent, and a rock and roll legend. We love you, Johnny. Thank you so much for what you have given us. Your incredible voice and music will live on forever. And the Long Island Music Hall of Fame has created a Johnny Maestro on the Brooklyn Bridge Scholarship Fund for Long Island students. One more way that Johnny's legend will live on. Jim Faith, Long Island Music Hall of Fame. Now, since I was writing all this before, it occurred to me that I never wrote anything for myself, so I jotted down a couple of notes, and then I spilled a whole bottle of water all over it, so it's dripping and leaking. First, before I say anything about John, I just wanted to say to Vinnie Corolla was right, because I got screwed in the hair deal. They shaved my hair so close, I had to go buy some. You like that, Bobby, huh? Well, my first real encounter with Johnny was back in March of 1968. Me and my friend over here, Tommy Sullivan, were asked to come into Manhattan to meet Betty Sperber, who was Johnny's manager. And Johnny and Betty and Freddie had seen us the night before at a battle of bands on Long Island and thought it would be a nice idea to merge at that time. We had, 2 or 3 horns, and that's around the time that Blood, Sweat, and Tears were coming out. And in any event, we went in, and I was only about 19 or 20, so to me this was like the greatest experience I've ever had. I don't even think I was out of Nassau County at that time, and to go into the city was a big deal. After meeting Johnny, Betty, deciding that we're going to merge, shake hands, Betty gets on the phone, and this is my recollection anyhow, and she calls Dave Zahn, the president of Banner Talent. Dave, Johnny Maestro's putting together a new 11-piece group. Jesus Christ, Betty, trying to sell that would be like trying to sell the Brooklyn Bridge. I love it. You're the Brooklyn Bridge. So now I'm really pumped up. I can't wait to get home, tell my parents, tell the other guys who weren't with us. And as we're walking out the door of Betty's office, Johnny says, "Oh, there's just one more thing." "Oh, sure. What's that?" He says, "Are you happy with your bass player?" And I said, "I am the bass player." So it was love at first sight. And that went on for me for 42 years. I mean, like Freddie and all of us said, I was so privileged to be a part of this experience because these guys could really sing, and I loved harmony and all of that, but I was really an ugly duckling against swimming with swans, and Johnny was the supreme swan. And I was able to kind of work my way into the mix because I was asked to arrange the vocal parts on Blessed is the Rain, so I put about 87 vocal parts in it. So Tommy and me and Joe, we all had to join, Les and Freddie and Tommy and Mike and Johnny. But I got to tell you, one of my greatest experiences watching Johnny record was just absolute pro. 1 take, 2 takes, listening to Freddie and Les and Mike blend, just a great sound. And it was just a joy for me. Okay, I'm just trying to, as I said, I just jotted things here. Okay. Bottom line is, a lot of people always wanted to know what Johnny was like. Off stage, reticent, reserved, quiet, mysterious, sometimes misunderstood. One time I was at La Maganette, and I remember some guys walking in to the men's room, and they didn't know I was in one of the enclosed areas, and I hear this conversation. Who the hell does it? And then I realized that they're talking about Johnny. And from my private area, I just said, you guys have got it all wrong. And so many people, because Johnny was so quiet, you know, sometimes he was misread, but absolutely a man of humility, integrity, dignity. And my big brother, I learned so much from watching him through his illness. And there are 2 guys in my band that have taught me a lot about humility and dignity. What can I say that hasn't already been said? I love you, John. I miss you. And Johnny's legacy will go on for generations thanks to our technology. So thank you so much.
Yeah, Joseph. Joe Rubio, one of the original members. My dear brother.
Thank you. I would like to read a quote from Scripture, Matthew 10:8. What you have received as a gift, give as a gift. Johnny gave us his gift of voice. What a beautiful voice. I loved his natural singing and his falsetto. Even when he spoke, you listened. Whenever he sang, he lifted our hearts and souls. I loved his spirit, and I loved him as a friend. When you heard his voice, you knew who it was. It was Johnny Maestro. He still lives through his music and in our hearts. Listen to it. Listen to all the songs he did. I've been listening to them very closely. I'm hearing notes, phrasing, and clarity that I never heard before. You will too, if he was truly a music legend. Johnny, the angels sent you. I love you, and thank you for letting me be part of your life. God bless you, Johnny.
We'd like to bring up to the stage somebody that Johnny selected, a person that worked with Johnny for many hours in the studio, a person that loved Johnny dearly, a person that Freddie and I used on certain productions. We had confidence with him. And right now he's on the stage. We've invited him to carry on the legacy of Johnny, the Brooklyn Bridge and the Crest music. We'd like to say hello to Mr. Joel Katz, who a lot of people know. And Mr. Joel Katz, why don't you introduce yourself and say hello to the people, very briefly. Where are you? There he is. Mr. Joel? Oh, okay, good. Do you want to say something then?
I'd just like to say My name is Eddie Brigatti from the Rascals. I'm very humbled. Thank you so much, and God bless Johnny from the Starlighters and the Rascals. Joey Dean, the Starlighters and the Rascals. Love you, dude. Thank you. Honored.
Here we go. Give us a little Irish music there, Jim.
We're going to try an impromptu version of 16 Candles today.
Impromptu.
Here we go.
This is like trying to fill a pebble in a crater.
You got it, Joe.
Happy birthday, baby. Oh, I love you so. 16 candles make a lovely light, but not as bright as your eyes tonight. As your eyes tonight. Blow out the candles. Make your wish come true. For I'll be wishing that you love me too. That you love me too. Yeah, it's 16. But come on, sweet my queen. You're the prettiest, loveliest girl I've ever seen. 16 candles in my heart will hold forever and ever. For I love you so. For I love you so.
Love you, John.
John, I love
All right, Joe.
Joel Katz. Before we get into another number, the Bridges asked anybody in the house that's part of a group, come on up.
All right.
Lead singer, background, whatever. You're part of a group, come on up here.
Bobby, where are you?
Jimmy.
That includes my man Bobby J, because he's a singer. Okay, if you would just come to the stage, I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
We're going to try a song called 6 Nights a Week. Haven't done it in a long time. And good friend Tommy. Good friend Tommy's going to give it a shot.
Oh, okay.
Where's my brother, Tommy?
We're going to ask that everyone please sing along with us.
Come on.
Even 400 people singing along will not equal Johnny Maestro.
What a mob. Look at this. You're all under arrest.
6 nights a week. I'm only in my dream. I long to hold you every night, but you won't give me a chance. I have to wait to hold you tight until the next Saturday dance. Oh, I'm a sweet spell, 6 nights a week. Oh, when night after night, I'd love to hold you to my heart. I love to hold you every night, but you won't give me a chance. I have to wait to hold you tight. Sing it. Oh, I'm a sweet spell, 6 nights a week. Oh,